Ahoy, everyone. Welcome aboard. I just pulled up the chat here a minute ago and I'm like, huh? Okay. Uh, I met up with Georgann, Michelle Leonardo, and Eve McClain Newsome. That was at 10 o'clock this morning in London, Ohio. So that's 200 miles back because I am now in Louisville, Kentucky. And Eve is back in London. And Michelle and Georgann drove in from Columbus, Ohio, to London. And we all had breakfast together and had a blast. Now, I wish I had gotten a picture of Eve, but I didn't. But you can find her on Facebook. Just look up, and here she is. Welcome aboard, Eve. Look her up on Facebook, and that's the proper spelling there. I spelled it wrong earlier today. Hey, Lily, welcome aboard. And you're with Sensei Don. That's cool. That is very cool. Mark is here. Tilt the Twix. Welcome aboard. Linda Barker. Awesome. Diane Phoenix. Sonia with J. Welcome aboard. I saw Dirk in here somewhere. Welcome aboard. Robin King. Welcome aboard. Good to see you. Yes, I am in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm at a Circle K. Jim, welcome aboard. And there's Georgann and Michelle. Anyways, you're in the M. Excuse me. I don't know if I'll be working at this one or not. It hasn't showed up on ShiftSmart. On the other hand, nothing has showed up on ShiftSmart for Louisville yet. I know there's a bunch of Circle K's down here. So it's just not caught up on my... I changed the address, was it yesterday or the day before? But it's the weekend, so they probably won't update until Monday. Well, Monday I might not even be in this area because I'm kind of thinking Chapel Hill, Tennessee, or if I don't get in contact with my friends Dale and Diane in Chapel Hill, Tennessee, because I like to see them kind of on my way. Then I'm going to kind of put the hammer down for Midland, Texas. And hopefully I can, there's supposed to be a Circle K, believe it or not, RV park owned and operated by Circle K in Midland, Texas. At least rumor has it. And I'd like to check that out. Plus, Earl and Terry are working, I forget what campgrounds they're at, but they are camp hosting. So perhaps I can get together with them and have some candied yams, which I have with me. I have the fixings to make candied yams. I don't have mushrooms. I don't have the marshmallows, but I can always pick those up. Okay, Lily, catch you soon. Say hi to Don. Eve, I'm heading gradually for Quartzsite, Arizona. Planning on being, well, I'm kind of all over Arizona kind of person. But Quartzsite is kind of a goal. I have some stuff to drop off for Rose that she left in Michigan at my place. So I've got that packed in here, and I'll probably leave it in Quartzsite for her somewhere. Chances are with maybe Roy and Becky or Kat, somebody out there, so that when Rose does show up, I know she wants to get to the RTR, and I probably won't. I'll be heading up to Parker, see Joe and a few other people I know up in Parker, Sandy, Mary, just a few people. Dirk is going to be in Austin. Wow. That's cool, Dirk. Yeah, William had you going that we were all in New Jersey. Well, for a second, we were in spirit. Excuse me. You're very welcome, William. We love you. You know that. Um, so yeah, Quartzsite probably be my first stop in Arizona. It depends on how long I stay in Texas. I'll probably be in Texas till at least the first of the month. Then I'll head to Arizona. One of my first stops will be, well, Quartzsite. Um, then up to Parker. Chances are I will transfer the title and get an Arizona plate for this vehicle. And then probably hang out in the Parker area. It depends on the jobs. If the jobs are going good, I'll hang out Lake Havasu, Parker, Kingman, all up through that part of Arizona, basically northwest Arizona, along Highway 95. Then I believe Schoolypalooza is after the RTR, so that would be mid to late January. I'll hit Schoolypalooza, and then I think it's the second week of February. I will be in Marana, Arizona, which is it's west of Tucson, and that's where the Ironwood meetup will be. So I'll get to see Steve and Oki and Greg. Gosh, I don't know, a whole bunch of people are showing up there. Margie, welcome aboard. You're in South Texas for a bit. You know, I saw something that Drew is back in the hospital again. I think in Galveston. I'm not positive. Nancy Drew, welcome aboard. So, Diane, you're going to come down and visit me here in Louisville? Food in the bowls. Yep. All right, Carl. Get on her, get lost. Right now, William, my sister has my address has been changed to my sister's in Michigan. So if any important mail shows up, she'll let me know. I'm not expecting anything but a couple bills, final bills to sign off on and pay, like the trash bill. We got to pay that. There might be an electric bill. Yeah, Louisville. There might be an electric bill, final bill for electric. Gas, I don't have to worry about that. There's a credit for gas. So who knows? Will I get a check? I don't know. Doesn't matter. The only other possible, everything I do, all of my bills and important stuff, I do pretty much all of it online. Yes, my banking is the one thing that it's hard to bank in person. But so far so good. There's been a couple instances where I thought, I need to go and talk to somebody in the bank. I did learn something a week ago. Be careful when you think you're talking to somebody that you've called, thinking, okay, here's what happened. Here's the story. I was in Lancaster, Ohio, up until this morning. But Thursday, this past Thursday, I knew I needed a shower. I needed to get refreshed. I had to get some sleep because I had to work the next day. And I'd been up way too many hours. So I Googled, you know, places to stay in Lancaster. I even visited two of them, and they were full. So I thought, okay, I'll call. So I called the Baymont, looked it up, Googled, called, lady answers, da 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 da. So I booked a room, but I had to book it 30 miles away in Columbus because they were full up in Lancaster. And, gave the credit card and, all the normal things you would do booking a room online or over the phone. Okay, feed Bodie. All right. Thank you, Carl. We'll see you then. So I drove to Columbus to the address the lady gave me. Didn't exist. I called the number back. No answer. I obviously knew who was calling. So I checked my email because she was going to send the confirmation number to my email. No confirmation number, no contact. Checked my bank account. Sure enough, they took out the money from my room. So I got scammed. I got a hold of the real Baymont in Lancaster. Mind you, I'm 30 miles away now, but I was only 2 miles away when this all started. Oh, they had rooms. So it was a complete scam. So I've got my credit card locked down now, just because. Kelly's here. Welcome aboard. I think I said hi to Mark, Linda Barker, Jim Foster. Yeah, we got a crew on board tonight. So getting back to this morning, I just had an absolute wonderful time. We all met at 10 o'clock at a little mom and pop restaurant in London, Ohio. So a nice little cozy little town. Eve had been there before, but I had checked it out the day before, yesterday, and it was great. So I figured that's where we need to meet. And Georgann had found it online as well, thinking that would be a good place. So we were all in agreement. And yes, great food, great food. If you're ever in London, Ohio, which is basically about 50 miles southwest of Columbus, it's worth the stop. They protected me. The girls protected me today because the Buckeyes are playing Michigan. Don't let anybody know you're from Michigan. You'll be mugged. I have no idea. Yeah, William was there by phone. Holly was there by phone. Tina was there by phone. Yeah, everybody was there. I don't know what the score was. Anybody tell me? Yeah, it was awesome food, even though you didn't have that much. Eat like a bird. Phil Leo is here. Welcome aboard, Phil. Been a couple minutes. So glad you're here. So tonight we're not doing any channels. We're just going to talk about traveling and meeting Georgann and Michelle this morning, and Eve. I wish I'd gotten a picture of Eve, but you can find her on Facebook. And I finally remembered I did find her originally on YouTube, but then she does Facebook, she does TikTok, she does some amazing stuff on TikTok. But Eve has a horse trailer built by David Carlisle, who's dang good. Her horse trailer conversion is amazing. It's like a little gypsy wagon. It's real cozy. I'm hoping that she'll be able to get on the road with it someday when she gets a truck. You know what, William? We were joking about that. They have liver and onions there. Georgann was throwing up in her mouth. It was fun. Good karma surprise. You ordered a Roku TV off Amazon. Wow. They sent you an office chair. Keep the office chair. Whoa. You know, I had that happen with one of my hats. I ordered one of the large three-cornered hats. You've seen me wear the three-cornered hat. In fact, it's on my logo. Well, I decided I wanted to have another one as a backup, or when I would have a guest, they could wear that for fun. Anyways, they sent me the wrong one. It was an El Cheapo nothing hat. Like, this is not what I ordered. This thing didn't even fit me, number one. Number two, it was mostly for Halloween. Well, no, I want the real good three-corner hat. So I had already paid for it, and I called Amazon. This is the thing I like about Amazon, and I pray that it continues. I'm sure it'll probably continue and be even better. They instantly said, we're sorry, keep the kid's hat, and we're sending you the correct one. And sure enough, the next day, the correct one came, and everybody's happy. Hyatt Tricore hat, that's correct. Yeah, mine, the one I like, has got the dreadlocks and the beads. Somewhere, Backyard Trucker, welcome aboard. Somewhere I have extra beads too that a nomadic artist, I think. I can't remember what her, Jeanette. She made them about 4, maybe 5 years ago. Yeah, I've got my, I had, oh, whoa, I just spilled my coffee. No, I didn't. Almost spilled it. Still my pilot coffee from early this morning. It's still warm. I've got one of those Yeti cups. But anyways, yeah, I still got my omelet, and sourdough, and hash browns. If I only ate maybe a third of that, they give you a hell of a lot of food. High back racer gaming chair. Wow. You know, I think my chair, I have a similar chair. I think it's in storage. It's not here in the van, I can tell you that. It's either in storage or it's on the bus. I have a storage trailer out at Kyle's house along with the bus. Yes, I do, CJ. It is on the dashboard of Synchronicity at Kyle's house. I love that little boy. Big sign saying use the rear entrance. Not sure which way to take that. Woo! Ah, good one, Mark. Kyle's here. Introduce yourself to Eve now, Kyle. She's a special lady, tell you what. She fits right in with all the rest of us here. Boy, I tell you, I don't know. It's 41. I think I better turn this heat down. Might as well turn the engine off. My hat size, I think, is an 8, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look. No, this one doesn't really tell you. It's one of those super adjustable ones. So I don't know. I want to say it's an 8. Batten down the hatches in Arizona. Very windy, huh? Now, somebody told me, mouse told me, Brene, that you're having some mobility issues. Is that true? Your legs, something going on? If you don't want to talk about it, that's fine, but we're just kind of concerned for you. Kind of. What am I saying? We were concerned. Who needs family planning for user reasons? Hat size, yes. Yeah, he did, Kyle. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't think that was family planning. Jeez. Talk about a family full of comedians. Kyle and Maria and Cody and Kylie. It's like you never know what's going to happen. Um, so I hadn't heard about the weather in Arizona, but I know last March when I was in Northern California, it was unbelievably windy in the desert area up there. That would have been north of Blythe, California. It was, oh my goodness. That's how lawyers are born. Oh my gosh. Jim, I purchased my nephew's 2007 Chevy van. Yeah, I even drive on the expressway now. It's nice. It's very roadable, very mechanically sound. It's got high mileage on it, but it was taken care of. It was a company-owned vehicle, and I got it for a song and a dance, and I'm enjoying it. I'm a vanner again, but I miss the square body, but she is at Kyle's. That's La Fortuna. She needs more work on the front end. That was basically got to the point of, okay, I got to either spend the money and time and not be able to leave until December or January. And I just prayed about it, and all of a sudden my nephew says, you know what? How would you like to buy my van? Yeah. Now, I did some work in the back. I altered the shelving because it had metal shelving back there. I've altered that. I built a bed frame, and everything is back there. Haven't been able to use my bed? No. Because when it came right down to it, at the last minute, everything just got thrown in the van, thrown in the van, thrown in the van. And ever since I left Michigan, it's been raining and cold. So I spent one night in motel so I could get a shower and all that. The last 2 nights I've slept right here in the front seat of the van. That's getting old quickly. My back hurts. I mean, warm enough. I've got blankets right up here. I got my pillows. But it's not the most comfortable. Thank you, Marge. Yeah, it's what I'm driving now. Now in the spring, when I get back up to Michigan, I'll be working on the pickup truck. The camper that was on the pickup truck is no more. Went to put it back on the VCR to stay warm. I know what you're leading up to, Kyle. Anyways, oh my goodness, that is amazing, Brene. Wow. Yeah, take it slow, please. Prayers for you. Okay, thank you, Linda. I'll try to do a tour. I never did give a tour of the camper, which has now been destroyed. It's gone. Um, when went to Don and I went to load it, and it was falling apart. You know, it had dry rot. It sat in the desert for 20 years. Um, I didn't have any money invested in it. Joe gave that to me, and it served its purpose. You know, it got me to Michigan. So I'm okay with that. Maybe when things work out in the spring, I get the front end work done for the four-wheel drive parts of the pickup truck. Then I'll shop around. Maybe I'll get another slide-in camper for that truck. Um, I don't know. It's in God's hands. It'll happen. So that's more or less the plan. Come back in the spring, fix that up. An underground garage and reorganize. You're right. You're right. I need to do that, Kelly. Um, no ladies in the front seat. There's no room. It's just no room. The passenger seat is like packed. It won't always be that way. There you go. That's good. That's good, Brene. Definitely praying for you. Then, if things go the way I think they go, I'll be driving the square body back out to Arizona with a camper on it. And then, if things go the way I hope, I'll have a place to store both the van and the pickup. I'll be coming back to Michigan a third time in September and put new tires on the back of the schoolie, Synchronicity. And there's a brake caliper that has to be replaced. Kyle's son, Cody, drove it. I think he didn't have any problems driving it. So, yeah, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in the pickup truck. Definitely. But then the schoolie will be going back to M25. And who knows if God willing, Synchronicity, I mean, I'll finally get it finished, painted on the outside, and I would love to go to schoolie UP with it, and then come back for M25, the gathering, and then drive it to Arizona. So, what will I do for M26? Oh, I'm hoping that Georgann, we didn't talk about it so much, but there is rumors that there's going to be an Ohio 25. Hopefully pretty close to where I've been in Lancaster, Ohio. I did not go to the Hocking Hills area because of the weather. It was rainy and cold. And yes, Linda, the schoolie is at Kyle's place. It's in good hands. It's safe. So, yeah, everything is working out the way it's supposed to. Dodging deer was the only slowdown on the ride home. I'm glad you didn't hit one. Yep. Schoolie would have survived, I'm sure, but it's a bummer, Usually you end up losing the headlight or two. But once again, I sure appreciate you guys moving it out there. I was pretty doggone tired when I went there in the morning to get some of the things that Holly had you put on the bus. It's like, wait a minute. How'd that get on the bus? It should have been in the van. It's all right. It all worked out. Yeah, there was things that would have been nice, but you know what? It's over and done with and done. Permission granted, Lily. Welcome aboard. It's great to see you. And yes, I have one of those tri-corner hats for you to wear if I get to see you. You saw over 100 deer that night? Oh my goodness. That would have been, was it Wednesday night? Last Wednesday? Wow. Let's see. Yeah, Wednesday. No, Tuesday night. I don't know. Can't remember. It's just been a blur. Driving but I'm making better time as far as staging. No, I would prefer to take back roads because there's more things to see, but timing wise and comfort wise, this van is doing just fine. It's like driving a limo. Yeah, they probably were looking for food. Lily, there's a gal here tonight. Eve McClain Newsome. I think I've mentioned her to you before. Met with her and Michelle and Georgann this morning at a little restaurant in London, Ohio. And met Eve in person for the first time. Just a charming lady. She used to do YouTube. She's the one I told you about, has the David Carlisle horse trailer conversion. She doesn't have a big enough vehicle to tow it with yet, but hopefully she'll be hitting the road sometime in the near future. She mostly does a lot of stuff on Facebook and TikTok. She's hilarious. I am in Louisville, Kentucky, presently. Drove down from London, Ohio this morning. I'm here in Louisville, Kentucky. I'll be here overnight at the least. May head for Chapel Hill, Tennessee tomorrow or Monday. Depends on the jobs, the time. Get this thing organized so I can sleep in the back on my bed. I have a platform bed back there, but there's no room right now. You're welcome, Eve. So introduce yourself to Lily. She's another person I met like 6 years ago online. I was looking for somebody to help me with photography skills, and Lily was the first person I found. And we've been friends ever since, It's wonderful. So I'm guessing you're hanging out till at least the 1st of December where you're at in Texas, Lily. I know dang well we're going to cross paths in the next few months, somehow, some way. Whether it be courtside or somewhere in Arizona, probably. Not necessarily courtside. I'm going to stop at courtside and say hello to a few people, but I ain't saying courtside is just not my thing. It just doesn't feel, for me. Yeah, there's great people. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of great people in courtside. But it's not my cup of tea. It's just too crowded, for one. I don't know, almost not, I can't say it's commercialized. You need a microphone. There you go, Eve. I can't type or use a microphone. I slur my words. Looks like I'm drunk. And then when I type, my fat fingers. James, welcome aboard. Great to see you. Beard trimming time? Yeah, I need to do that. I got to find my beard cream that Georgann gave me a year ago. It's somewhere in here. That I do know. I did pack it. The it was just a lot to figure out, but it won't take that long. I mean, things are at least organized. They're in boxes or totes. Like this tote right here has got clothes that I picked up. Was it Wednesday? Wednesday morning. Yeah, I picked these up Wednesday morning from the bus, and it's just everything is here. It's just kind of jumbled up and disorganized. The shelves I was telling you about, well, they're empty. It's just things need to be put away. Q is okay with the gang, but I prefer other places in Arizona. I am pretty much the same way. I still am very enamored with Sierra Vista area, Tombstone, Benson, Arizona, St. David, and then even Bisbee. Bisbee is a fun place. It's not quite where I would want to be all the time, but I certainly enjoyed it. A lot of eclectic people, a lot of them out of California, Bernay. It's like they're, hey, it's Lance. I'm just here by myself, Lance. Georgann and Michelle, as you saw in the thumbnail, they're still in Columbus. But I left that area this morning. Well, actually, 2 o'clock this afternoon, I left London, Ohio, and I arrived here in Louisville, Kentucky at just a little after 5. So it's, what is it, Bradford? I don't know. It's the outskirt of Louisville, Kentucky. I'm parked at a Circle K. That's why there's good lighting, or relatively good lighting, to do the live stream. And this one, I know they use Shift Smart, but it's not showing up on my list of jobs. And chances are it won't update until Monday. Well, Monday I may be gone already. I kind of wanting to keep pushing west, southwest. Midland, Texas seems like as where I'd want to be by Thursday. So I got yams that I brought with me, Carol syrup. So I'll do my own candied yams, if you will. And Boston baked beans. I have my own recipe for that. So whoever I get together with for Thanksgiving, that's my contribution, is the yams and the baked beans. And if we don't have any, are there any Circle L's? No, not that I know of, Lance. That'll be my contribution for Thanksgiving meal. Liver and onions, mashed potatoes. Yeah, thank you, William. I'm gonna. Don't get me wrong. I love the liver and onions. This is. It sounds like it belongs in Scrooge. Hey, I was told that's the way you got to say it. It's like, yeah, burn it. It's burn it, darn it, learn it. You know, just because it's spelled differently, no, you got to say it the way the locals say it. That's in Texas. Burn it. I'm not going to open it, but it's Philly cheesesteak omelet with hash browns and sour cream, sourdough toast, strawberry jelly. Yeah, I couldn't eat all of it. Whoville. Good one, Linda. Next door to Whoville. It could be. When I was going through Cincinnati, there was a very prominent Hooters. I thought, am I hungry? No, I'm not hungry yet. So I just kept going. There was also a casino. Where was that? It was in Kentucky, though. Hard Rock Casino, or was that in Cincinnati? No, it was in Kentucky. I'd already crossed the Ohio River. Paper and they leak. Well, I didn't know that. What the outlaw styrofoam in Canada got burned at Texas. Tejas. Tejas. Vintage trailers for the a night or three. I heard somewhere. Oh gosh, there's a place in Texas that does that too. It's between Lano and Fredericksburg. You can rent these little retro trailers. Lily knows where it is. Knows exactly where it is. It's between Enchanted Rock and Lano is where these little trailers are. Take out straws or paper. Take out silverware is wood. I do not like using wooden utensils. Nope. I don't do chopsticks either. But like a wooden fork, oh my God. It's giving me the chills just thinking about it sliding off my lips or my tongue. Brr! No, 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 no. You are a troublemaker, William. What was it? I think it was on Facebook, and I want to say it was one of our gang. They were talking about all their groceries were wrapped in plastic of some sort. The gallon of milk was in a plastic jug, on and on and on. But, everything comes wrapped in plastic or packaged in plastic of some sort. But they're outlawing the plastic grocery sacks because it's good for the environment not to have plastic. Excuse me? A boob joint or a chicken wing joint? I think it was both. Highway 16. Thank you, Lily. That's exactly right. I would have remembered it eventually. 16 South. Go past the Oxford Ranch, wave to Herman the German, and keep going. Heebie-jeebies. No joints and boobs. Oh my God. Our conversation's going further south than Texas now. New wooden utensils for takeout. Oh, no, don't send me any of those, Kelly. Yuck. I tell you what, I suppose I better cherish my plasticware. Yes, I wash it on occasion. Sometimes I throw it, but I'll hot water, not scalding hot, but hot water, sterilize it. It's not a big deal. Soap and water goes a long ways. No, I saw Hooters. Oh, thank you, Lily. Did you wave to Herman the German? Back in January of 2021, Harvey DJs, Lance was one on the panel. He came up with the name Renee. Well, how did you come up with fairy dust? I would have swore your name was truly Bernay. It'll actually always be Bernay to me. Traveling Gilberts, welcome aboard. Good to see you. Been a while since I've been on your channel. I guess you guys are getting ready for another cruise. Fire starters. Yeah, That would be good. Yeah, burn the utensils. Um, Fire Keepers is in Battle Creek, Michigan. It's a casino. Vinegar and water spray bottle. Yeah, that does. I use vinegar quite a bit for different things, sterilizing, refreshing. It's yeah. For the potty. Hello. Yeah. Helps with everything. Cruise in October, not another one until February. Okay. But Kenny was mentioning something on the live stream yesterday. I think you were probably rated by many of the people that were on that live stream. I didn't. I just barely made it to the end, and then I crashed after that. Blue Wave said, "Hey, all right." Oh, hey, Blue Wave. Bob and Debbie, yay. Fantastic. Treasured Home is here. Welcome aboard, Nancy. Cowboy Days calling desert dust storms fairy dust. Ah, okay. That's kind of like our snow in Michigan. We call it angel poop. I tell you, I feel so blessed and grateful. The day has been just excellent. Now, the previous 2 days as well, I worked at the Circle K right in the town of Lancaster by the McDonald's, kind of downtown Lancaster, not the old part, but the newer part. And great people, had a blast. Ended up working a double shift there. That was like pretty cool. Got a lot more done than I wanted to do. And then the next day, which was Friday, I worked at the Circle K in Carroll, Ohio, only about 6 miles east of Lancaster. That was a cool experience as well. Not just because I had to work in the cooler for 4 hours, which was cold. I had to come out a couple times and get warmed up. But they just it was a truck stop. Pretty much like a pilot. It didn't have showers. Didn't have showers for the drivers or anything. But it had everything else, I enjoyed it. Your keyboard is retarded. I've had that issue with my laptop right here. Then I have to always remind myself that the laptop is manual keyboard. And even so, it's like you got to really hit those keys hard. But I forget because on the phone, it's touchscreen. And I'll try to touch the screen on the laptop and it doesn't work. I'm like, what's wrong with this computer? Uh-oh, Cindy's grounded James. Harlingen, Texas. I've heard of that place. Harlingen. That's in the Houston area, is it not, Margie? Forgot her donut. No bear claws. Oh, Dunkin' Donuts, yeah. I've heard that Dunkin' Donuts is actually closing their doors. Is that true? Down lower than Houston. Okay, Marge. I have not traveled in that area, although I did look on the map, was thinking of going down to, I want to say Crystal Shores, wherever Papa Drew was staying. Cheese Danish. I love cheese Danish. Starbucks is closing. Whoa. I'm not too disappointed about that. Nick, welcome aboard. I'm not disappointed about Starbucks. Who can afford Starbucks? And their coffee isn't anybody. You know what? For the very first time this morning, I got a cup of coffee from Starbucks, from Pilot. I just got their regular Pilot standard coffee. It's excellent. It's excellent, and I think I might be able to buy it in bulk. I'm fired again. Yeah, the price is terrible, Eve. I went to Starbucks because it was a business meeting for Shift Smart. One of the only ones I've ever had. But it was when they were starting up doing work for Pepsi Cola. And for some reason, they contacted me, surprisingly, and Patsy and a couple other people I didn't know. But basically, they're best people in the area. And we were guinea pigs. And it wasn't very easy, but I got through it okay and told them what I thought should be arranged differently. They had you taking pictures of every darn thing you did. And they still do that with GPM. I don't think they have the Pepsi account anymore. They did get the account with, I think it's Dairyland convenience stores in Ohio. Not sure. I haven't worked at one of those yet. Yeah, the coffee for just a normal cup of coffee was over $3. I was like, no way, but it was. Yeah, it's good seeing you too, Nick. Nick is it cousin Kyle? I'm trying to think if it's a cousin or I don't remember. Well, $6 a share when you graduated. Wow, yeah. Not anymore. Cannoli in Dallas. A cousin. Okay, thank you, Kyle. Nick is your cousin. Yeah, we had a lot of fun. Embassy out there in Allendale. That's where I met Nick. Can you believe it? There's only 7 more minutes to go. This hour has gone as fast as the 3 hours did earlier today, visiting with Georgann and Michelle and Eve. It went like just that quick. Eve had to leave a little earlier, and Michelle and Georgann and I hung out a little bit longer. But by 2, we had to leave because they were closing. I think it was due to the fact that there was a game on. And does anybody know what the score was? You're welcome, Nick. All right, Margie. Thank you for coming aboard. Say hi to Jeff. Thank you, Eve. We love you dearly. I'll be seeing you come springtime. Chances are I'll be moseying my way through, London, Lancaster, Carroll, on my way back because of the jobs. and people I met. I made several friends in Lancaster and Carroll. Good people. I would love to see them again. That Circle K in Carroll, that's a corporate, one of the bigger corporate areas. They had a little tiny, one of those Chinese Harbor Freight truck, comes in a crate, build it yourself. I don't know. But yeah, it was a cute little truck. They use it to pick up all the trash. They've got like 40 trash cans outdoors, but they use that to go around and pick up the trash. And I was going to take a picture of it. It was there in the morning when I went to work. When I got out of work in the afternoon, it wasn't there. And I went back inside. I said, "Where's the truck?" She says, "Oh, he must have put it in the garage." Yeah, who knows? I didn't press the issue any further than that. 25 years ago, Johnny Cash, Bob Hope, Steve Jobs. Now we got what? Oh, gosh. I missed it. Mike and Lisa, welcome aboard. Now I can't scroll up. Oh, shucks. There goes my coffee. Dang it. I've got the laptop balanced on the steering wheel and the dash. So I got to use two fingers to try to use the "Don't let anything happen to Kevin Bacon." I gotcha. I have heard that one. All right, Traveling Gilberts. All right, maybe I'll see you on your live. We'll see. I've got to find a pilot. There's one 6 miles away. I got to drive there and hunker down for the evening. Oh, I did see the weather report for tomorrow. It's supposed to be in the 60s here in Louisville. So I'm going to be finding, I might do it at the pilot depending on where, what, if I'm in the way or not. Or I'll try to find a city park where I could actually plug in maybe into a Ramada or a shelter. Charge up the battery on my drill because there's a couple things I need to drill to complete my temporary build back here. I've got the 4x8 whiteboard that we used at M24. I have that with me, believe it or not, here in the van. Actually, it's 6x4. But that worked great at M24. So I'm going to take it with me and we'll use it at Ironwood 25. It's very good to have a message board when you're having an event, because a lot of times people can't remember when this is going to happen or when that's supposed to happen, or if something got canceled or somebody found something, lost and found. It's just great to have a whiteboard at a central location. So that's why I'm bringing it. It's kind of in my way right now, but I decided I'm going to hang that from the ceiling in the back. There's room between this wall here and the dome light that's in the back. There's a little over 6 feet, and there's hooks. I can just hang it to the ceiling. It'll be out of my way. Yeah, it cuts down on my headroom by another couple inches, but well, didn't have enough headroom to stand up anyway, so what, a little couple inches more, big deal. That's the only downside of traveling in a van again. I've had many vans over the years, but yeah, not being able to stand up is a bummer. But pretty soon I'll be in good weather and good camping areas where I can stand up outside. Yeah, makes it more cozy having a whiteboard over my head. You're right, Kelly. All right, good night, Renee. Yeah, this has been fun. Very good chance Tuesday. I'm kind of easing into things now. I'm catching up on my sleep a little bit, even though It's 2 or 3 hours at a time. Then I wake up and I got to go into the pilot and take a leak or rearrange myself, turn the heater on, get warmed up. But yeah, I'm starting to get in the groove a little bit. So Tuesday, Wednesday, we should be doing live streams back to more or less normal. Tonight was not normal. Guess the channel. What channel? We'll do that next Saturday. Thank you, William. Thank you, Lily. Good night. Sweet dreams. Yeah, I'm happy, Linda. I am ecstatic. I'm very happy. I'm done with the bullshit in Sparta, Michigan, at Camp Lake. Now, don't get me wrong. I like Sparta. A lot of good friends at Camp Lake as well. But then there was the bullshit that was going on. Crooked politics, lying. Even the police were lying. Just not my kind of place anymore. It was fine at first, and then it just kind of went downhill. Just not my kind of place. I'm hoping, if I have to have a mailbox, a permanent address of some sort, it'll be, somewhere in Arizona, or it could be anywhere in the United States. But yeah, I don't know, Sonia. If I sold the truck and the bus, I'd probably get a different van, like a Class B or a Class C, like Lance has. It's Michelle Wilkerson. Welcome aboard. Long time. Oh, you're in your car camper full time now? That is amazing. Congratulations. Yeah, I am throwing the bullshit behind me and I'm moving on. Somebody said, I think it was Rose, said something about, well, there's no home. Nothing feels like home. And I'm like, boy, I am totally 180 degrees about that. I have the world as my home. It's a weird feeling. It really is, but I'm so grateful. If this is a blessing, this is what was going on. I knew it was going to be this way somehow, some way. But I knew that the Lord was guiding me to something different. And I knew that even though all the bull crap that was happening and was getting worse, I am so glad it's behind me. And the Lord is taking care of me. So, all right. If you can, go over to the Traveling Gilberts, give them some love. And I will see you a converted horse trailer. Now, I might like that. Let me it's very freeing, Michelle. I just feel I'm very happy. To answer your question, Linda, I am super happy. Did I bring? Yes, I did. I brought the poop bucket with arms. Yes, I do. Yep, you're my people. Yes, and God is good. You're correct. I got to get up to what you said about the horse trailer. I missed it. And this damn thing is not scrolling. Like you gotta do it with, here, I'm gonna move the laptop. Bye for real. Okay, bye, Lily. Thank you for coming aboard. Now let me see if I can do this. Wherever I may roam, yes. Home on the range. Like a old VW bus. That would be cool. There are some cool ones out there. Thank you, Nick. Good seeing you too. Where is what Eve said about the horse trailer? I'm missing it. Stay frosty. There you go. Maybe that would be my man cave. I pull it behind the bus. There's so many different ways to travel. I actually thought about converting a PT Cruiser into a camper. I had the stuff all drawn out. I figured Tim Mobang would be proud of me. But then I decided not to buy that PT Cruiser. I could have got it for nothing, but no, it needed some work. All right, I am scrolling down. Yeah, the bus and the van. Yeah, David could build me a horse trailer. He's amazing. Thank you, Georgann. Yep, you're right. You're absolutely right, Kelly. Home is where your heart is. And I'm right here. I'm home. All right, with that, it's time to sign off. Maybe we'll see you on a live somewhere. Maybe Ron will go live tonight. I don't know. We'll see. But it's all good. It's all good. In the meanwhile, fair winds and smiles. Come on, you can do it. And of course, may God bless. Thank you for coming aboard. And we will see you soon. Be safe, everyone. End the stream. How did it go?